Alright, back to the continuation of playing Flying Colors from GMT Games in anticipation of the third printing deluxe. Deluxe version will bring the base game plus the ships of the line expansion, so if he's already at the printer, and it's a good way to go and get it earlier on through the P500 program. So go to gmtgames.com, and we are not playing it on the table. If you saw the previous episodes, we are playing it on Vassal. So I have my copy of Blue Cross White Ensign coming from Second Chance Games. Is on the mail, should arrive at any moment, and I have my P500 order being printed as we speak, and eventually it will be shipped. So we were playing Cape Ortugal, and this is the situation at the end of turn 5. We have the White in a vulnerable position, given it has 3 or less hull points left, and we have the Mont Blanc on fire. So before we advance, we have to roll for the White in our striking table. These are the situations where you have to roll. It's part of the before you advance to turn 6 or to the next turn, you'll have to roll. So our situation when a damaged ship has 3 or less hull hits remaining. So we're going to roll the French, and we roll the 6, and our fleet audacity is 1, so it becomes a 5. 5 minus 3 is a 2, so 3 or less, no effect. And for the fire, which is the Mont Blanc, we have to roll, and it's a 2. The fire is extinguished. We're still vulnerable, so we go to turn 6. We're going to roll for the wind. It's a 9, 1 point counterclockwise. Alright, the wind changed again. I think it's the second time the wind changed during this game. Before we roll initiatives, we have to decide. Well, the French lost their admiral, so they are all out of command ships. The British are on. They are all within the 6 range of even going around enemy ships. So they are a group command. So we roll for initiative, and the Brits have the initiative in this case, so they can move an entire command. So now we have the hero is running, okay, the Courageous, and which one was it? The Caesar. They are reaching, so what I will do, and I will be raked by the Mont Blanc here. I have to move one before I wear. Before I do any turn, a ship always has to move, spend one movement point. So what I'll do actually will be moving the... Oh, the Courageau has -3, so on a reaching wind I have 5 movement points, and -3 I have only 2 because I have the rigging is all messed up. But I will move 1. And what happens here is that the Scipion will shoot as defensive fire. So the fire is port broadside. So we go to our tables and check our firepower. And the Scipion is the only ship undamaged in this battle. That's why I said in the previous episode, this looks grim for the French, but it's not a sure business that they will lose. So it's a relative third rate at a range of 2. It's a 9. We are not attackers, so audacity doesn't apply, but we are a white background, so from 9 it becomes a 10. Okay, it's on the 10, and we are hitting rigging, by the way. We are French, so we rolled an 8. We rolled an 8, and we are French, firing, hitting rigging, so 8, it's a 9, and firing with the wind, -1, becomes 8 again. So we go to the... it was the 10 on the rigging. On the 8, 3 rigging, 3 hull. So 3 hull and 3 rigging. Rigging, I think, is 15 points. Let me just confirm that, but is in the very near of being dismasted. And at this point would be actually be an excellent opportunity for the French, because they would get 2 ships upwind, and even if the Duguay-Tron is vulnerable, they could menace really the rest of the British. Okay, rigging damage for every 3 rigging hits. Exactly, 15 rigging hits, in which case it is dismasted. A dismasted ship comes to an immediate halt, even if in the middle of a move, and may only drift for the remainder of the game. Okay, they fired, and we moved 1, and now we can reply, but we won't actually reply, we're going to do something else. What we're going to do is gonna turn from reaching to running, and we spend the last movement point because we started with 2. Next turn we have only 1. 1 or 0. I'll actually shoot before I turn, sorry. So to be able to rake the Mont Blanc. So we go to our table again. We are a relative rate. Okay, we are relative rate of 5th rate. We are going to shoot at the hull. Okay, 5th rate, and we are at 1 2 1 2. Okay, 5th rate, range 2. It's a 5. We are the attacker. We have 3 audacity. So a 5. 8. And we are on white. It's a 9. Let's see if we manage a rake. It says it was a 0. +2, range to target. The rake is successful, so it's double. So we were at 10 at hull. We rolled a 2. We are British, shooting hull. It becomes a 3. And we are firing. There's no wind, it's in the same. If you see the wind as it is, I don't think everyone is in the same level, so becomes a 3. That's it. 3 on 10 to the hull. 1 hull, 1 rig. Alright, and now okay, we can turn from reaching to beating. I have to pay 2. Damn. Then I'm gonna get raked all the time here. Not good. Okay, I'm gonna put sails aback and spend the last movement point. Okay, this one is done. This one's gonna get raked no matter what I do. God damn it. Okay, let's play the hero. I'm gonna spend 1 movement point. No, I need to move forward to take the sails back. I can't simply stay in place here. Okay. I could try to... grapple? Maybe that's what I'm gonna do. Let me just check how the grapple works, because that's important. Okay, so the grapple, I think I need to be in the same location. Okay, in order to board an enemy ship or to capture it, the enemy ship must be grappled. An active ship may attempt to grapple it if it's on a parallel course facing the same... Okay, so we're gonna try to grapple. An active ship may attempt to grapple if it's on a parallel course. Occupies, but yada yada yada. Ships that are fouled may attempt. In either case, the moving ship may attempt to grapple once during the activation. If the enemy ship is not already grappled, fouled, anchored or grounded, it may attempt to evade by rolling on the evasion table and applying appropriate modifiers. Okay, if the grapple attempt succeeds... Okay. Only the defending ship may fire. The moving vessel may fire, assuming it hasn't already, simultaneously with the grappling attempt. This and defensive fire are considered simultaneous. Okay. So we're gonna try to grapple. The hero will try to grapple the formidable. Woohoo! So I have grappling table. Let's roll it. Oh, it's a 9. Okay, so what we have here? The Marine's difference. It's 0. It's a 9. No, we failed. Okay, it was fun. So the okay, that was a grapple attempt. It costs no movement points. Okay. So I need to spend at least 1 movement point. Righto. The formidable could shoot, but it would be only partial broadside. Now I am running and I will turn to reaching. Okay. So 1 plus 0 is 1. And I have -1, and I could only use 4 because I was running, so I have 3 points. -1, I have, okay, I have 2 points to spend, so 1, 2, maybe not. And now I throw the sails back and spend the last one and fire the broadside. So okay, I rolled a 9. Yeah, it's not a stern rake. Pretty much I missed. The rake was not successful, so I am a relative rate 5 at range 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, we are a 5. And we are attacker. 5 plus 3 of the audacity. It's an 8. That's pretty much it. And we are shooting at the hull, of course. So So we are at 2. We are British, firing becomes a 3. Into the wind becomes a 2 again. So 8 hull, and we damage rigging. It doesn't mean it didn't hit the hull, it just means it hit probably shrouds and, you know, where all the ropes are tied to the hull. So basically the rigging system got more damage than the walls themselves. Okay, this one is done. What can I do now with the hero? Hero has -1 and he is reaching, so he would have 5 movement points. -1, he has 4. We're gonna move 1 and Mont Blanc. Going to fire the port broadside. Fire! Okay, let's try to make a rake. It's an 8. Stern rake 6. Range to target 1, 2, 3. It's a 9. -1 for the audacity. It's an 8. There's no rake. Alright, let's check our firepower. We are a relative rate of 5 at the moment. Range of 3. Okay, it's a 4. White background becomes a 5. And we are defensive fire, so no audacity. So it's a 5. And we are hitting, yeah, hull, of course. Oh, it's a 1. A 1. We're hitting hull with the wind, becomes a 2 on the 5. Nothing. Wow. So we spent 1. Now I'm gonna spend 2 to turn to starboard. No, actually, do I want? Yeah, I want to keep the wind. So I'm gonna turn to starboard. From reaching to beating, it's 2 movement points. Okay. Now so far 3 movement points. I fire our port broadside for a rake, aiming at the hull. We rolled a 0 for the, yeah, it would be the fire. Let's see if it's a rake. It's a rake. It's successful, but we rolled a 0. So we are a relative rate of 4 at range, pretty much 1, 10. We are audacity 3, so 13. Point blank fire plus 2, that's a 15. Okay, 15, and we rolled a 0, which is British with the wind, becomes a 2. 15, and it's a 2 on the hull. 3 hull, doubled, 6 hull. So he reached his maximum damage. So what happens now is okay, ship has no hull. Okay. You just put a vulnerable. Okay, we have to I have no oh, oops. Yeah, okay, so I know I have to check for sinking and then mark it as sunk, so. And I have one more movement point, which I do. No, I can't do it like that, wait. Because when you move, then you turn, and you can't do 2 turns on the same place. You have to move again. So we moved, we turned, and now I will sail the back and stay there. And just for the sake of it, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll fire the starboard side as well into that ship. Okay, firing, relative rate of 4, range 4, it's a 5, audacity, it's 3, so becomes 8. That's pretty much it. Okay, it's a 9, we're hitting hull, of course, so we are British, hitting hull against the wind, so it nullifies itself. So it's a 9 on the 8 column. 3 hull. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's pretty much all the British done. Now it's the French turn to do stuff. So as you see, we already fired some stuff, so okay, I have 4 movement points, so okay, that's 1. That costs 0. 1, 2. I fire with a port broadside, so to make a rake. Let's see if we rake it. A 6 minus 2, it's a 4. Minus 1, it's a 3. Rake is successful. Okay, firepower. We are a relative rate of a 4 with black. So relative rate of 4, it's a 10. A 10. Black background becomes a 9. We are attacker, audacity becomes a 10. Point blank fire becomes a 12. And we are aiming at the hull. So it's a 7. We rolled a 7. We are not British and we are pretty much no, we don't have the wind, so 7, 13. And it's a rake. Ooh, double damage. 3 hull, 3 rig. So 3 hull becomes 6 hull. And 6 rig. So right now this ship is vulnerable. It has less than 3 hull left. Okay, I did spend 1, 2, now I'm gonna fire into the Caesar. Well, it's the same if I shoot from there, so 4. The 3. I was checking the range. So relative rate of 4, range of 3, it's a 6, plus 1, 7 of the audacity. Yeah, 7. Let's roll. So we are on the 7 column and we are hitting rigging like good Frenchies. Where's the wind? We are shooting, we are frantic and shooting into the wind, so 8, 9, 10. 10 on the 7th. Oh, well, I hit hull. No. 10 on the 7. 3 rigging with possibility of fire. Let's see, I have to roll 3 or less. No, it was a 9, no fire started. Okay, can I do something even with this ship? That's what I am thinking here. Doesn't really say anything, but anyways, we shot with this one. We have only two movement points here. So we're gonna move one, and we're going to turn from beating to reaching. Alright, and that's 0, so 1. Alright, 2 points. It's done. The Scipion has 5 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I am thinking if I should. Well, I could shoot. Well, I could spend the last one. Make absolutely no difference. Thinking if I should grapple this, I still have 1 movement point. Well, in any case, I'm gonna shoot. The Caesar there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, it's pretty much 3, range 3. At we are reaching the end of this, but it's becoming interesting at the moment. So it would never be a rake, so relative range of 3, range 3 it's an 8, audacity 1 becomes a 9. That's pretty much it. We're gonna try to hit rigging. Yeah, we have to announce where we're gonna hit before we start rolling stuff. What was it? It was 8 becomes 9 becomes a 10 because of white background. So 10, and we rolled a 6 becomes a 7 because we are far. No, it becomes equal. We are French. 6 plus 1 minus 1 because we are firing with the wind into the ring. So a 6 on the 10. 3 rigging. There we go. And we still have 1 movement point, which we will take the sails back to... Oh no, we're gonna grapple. Can we grapple from this position? Okay. Okay, an active ship. Okay. No, I must be parallel, so I can't do it. So I'll take the sails back and spend the last one movement point. And the last one that I need to move is the White Hawaii as -1 point, so becomes 5, becomes a 4. So that's 1. Two, 3. 4, and I'm gonna fire the last broadside. Alright, so relative 5th rate. We have becomes a 6, becomes a G, because we have 2 times 6 hull hits, so we go there. Our audacity is 1, so becomes a 6 again. And we are at range 1, 2, 3, so we are at 3. White background becomes a 4. And we are hitting rigging, by the way. So it's on column 4, we scored an 8, and we are French into the wind, becomes 8, 9, 10. On the 4, 2, rigging. Whoa, he's taking a lot of damage in the rigging. Alright, and this was the entire... We moved everyone, we fired everyone. So now what we have to do would be the melee combat, there's none, so ship status check. Ship fires, there's none. Let me just take out the smokes of the broadside. Alright, here we go. Now we have to check ship fires, drifting. There's none so far, no. Okay, striking. Yeah, it was the 3rd rate, so... RR is bounded by a white dot 7 -6. It becomes a 6. didn't sink. It's a weird rule here. Let me just check. Ah, okay, I made a mistake and I'm gonna reflect it. We couldn't have fired against this ship. So I took out the 3 rigging hits, so okay, so that's pretty much it. Didn't sink, but we have to check if they strike. Okay, it's a 2. It didn't strike. Can I break off? I think this is the big fleet. The entire. Okay, we have to see the hero is vulnerable. So it was a 7. -2. It's 5 minus audacity, it's 3, 5, it's 2, minus Tracken 2 becomes a 0, no effect. Okay, so far no one struck, no one. Let's check the victory point. The audacity is 1, it's not 0. Dumaroir is dead. I mean, 14. To 9. Yeah. It's close, man. Let's check the break off. Okay, it's on the first turn that the side loses a vassal, and each turn thereafter. So we go to turn 7 now. So for turn 7 we're gonna check the wind. Actually, I'm gonna leave all that for the next episode. I think we run like 50 minutes on this one. I had to pick up some things and check some new of the rules, especially the grappling and all the damage resolution. And but good. Thank you for keeping up. I don't know if you are cheering for the Royal Navy or the French Navy, but well, hope you are having fun and discovering a new game system. And I really love Age of Sail, and definitely this is the game to go for big fleet engagements. This scenario is good to learn the rules. There's not too much going on when you go to where the game shines and the system shines, which is the big fleet engagements like Glorious 1st of June, Chesapeake Bay, Trafalgar, and everything you can find with anything above a squadron. Yeah, the formation commands and all that comes into play, and we'll go also we'll also play those. So cheers, see you next time, and have a good one.